Charles woke up that fateful morning to a bombshell. A day that was supposed to turn his financial fortune around turned out to bring the shock of his life, and overwhelming anxiety that might climax to a huge painful loss. After graduating from Heroic Online Academy, where he learned web design and development, he secured a substantial contract to build a web application for a foreign insurance firm. He had been building this app for over 6 months, and that day was supposed to be the day he would present it for approval. If the app was approved, which Charles was convinced it would be, the firm would pay him $30,000. So he was full of hope that his years of financial struggles in the street of Lagos would end that day. Little did he know that the shock of his life was lurking nearby. His 6 months of sleepless nights, which were supposed to culminate in making him $30,000 richer, were about to melt away like wax before his very eyes. He was filled with hope and enthusiasm. He was proud of himself for building such a wonderfully useful application. He had tested the app repeatedly and was convinced that the insurance company would surely find it very useful. He couldn't stop thinking about the money involved. $30,000. My God. That's a lot of money. Oh my God. $30,000. It's about 48 million naira in Nigeria. Remembering the holiday party. This is huge. He could still vividly remember how his programming tutor and mentor, Joe, helped him secure the contract at such a high price. He had prepared a quotation of $1,500 for the contract, but decided to send it to Joe for cross-checking. When Joe looked at it and saw the profile of the company involved, he advised him to recalculate and raise the amount to $30,000. Charles was skeptical and afraid of losing the contract if he raised the price that high. But Joe made it clear that the company would find $1,500 ridiculously cheap. That would make them see him as inexperienced and would surely result in losing the contract. When Charles finally recalculated and presented the $30,000 quotation and the company approved it, he was so shocked. Sitting in the basement apartment I rented with you. However, they needed to see a sample of what he could build before paying him. So that day was the D-Day, when the dollars would land, and he was so excited. Filled with hope, he decided to prepare a delicious meal for himself and his girlfriend Judith to celebrate ahead of the presentation. The presentation was supposed to be at 9 p.m. Nigerian time. He was dancing and cooking while planning how he would give all his properties to his neighbors and rent a luxurious apartment in a wealthy neighborhood as soon as the dollars landed. When his girlfriend Judith arrived for the celebration, he could not contain his joy and rushed to lift her shoulder high. Baby, by this time tomorrow, I'm going to be a millionaire. All my sleepless nights learning programming at Heroic Online Academy are about to pay off. Meanwhile, early that morning, he had woken up to see an email that appeared to be from a trusted software vendor. The subject line read, "Important security update, action required." To keep his system up to date, he clicked on the link provided in the email without knowing it was a cleverly disguised phishing attempt. The link led to a malicious website that downloaded ransomware onto his computer without his knowledge. As he celebrated with Judith, emotion ran high. Their celebration climaxed with passionate intimacy, from the dining table to the floor and finally to the bedroom. As they were dancing the rhythm of sexual ecstasy, the ransomware was quietly infiltrating his system, scanning files and searching for valuable data to encrypt. Within minutes, it had spread through his system and took control of important files, including the app he was supposed to present that evening. After their passionate encounter, they slept peacefully and woke at noon. Charles immediately took a shower and rushed to his work table to check his app one last time ahead of the presentation. When he opened his system and tried to access the folder containing the app, he was surprised that it wouldn't open. Initially thinking he hadn't clicked properly, he clicked again, but still couldn't access it. Upon closer inspection, it seemed the folder was corrupted. His heart nearly stopped. This cannot happen to me. Oh my God, I'm finished. Judith rushed over. Baby, what's wrong? The app I was supposed to present today isn't opening. I'm finished. Charles felt as if all hope was gradually slipping away before him. He suddenly summoned courage and forcefully clicked on the folder multiple times. It opened, but all his app files were deleted. Only a few strange files remained in the folder. Damn! He nearly fainted, but managed to hold himself together. When he managed to open one of those strange files, lo and behold, it contained a chilling message. Your files have been encrypted. To regain access, send 2 Bitcoin, about $60,000, to the address below within 72 hours, or your files will be permanently deleted. Upon seeing this message, he could bear it no longer. His legs grew weaker, his eyes turned round as profuse sweat suffocated him. He staggered and collapsed. Can he recover these files? Can he still make $30,000? Watch out for part 2.